It always made me come back.
I said it. I said it. Well, hello, everyone. I am Heidi Hanna, and I am so delighted for the interview I'm going to be doing for you today. I'm the co-chair for the upcoming 2017, which, oh my gosh, is here, AATH conference in Orlando, April 27th through the 30th. And I have been bringing you some interviews with some of the keynote speakers that we're going to be sharing with you at the conference. But I have to say, this is the one I've been most looking forward to, even though I had to drag this person in front of the camera to have this quick conversation. And that is a discussion with my chair of the conference, not my chair, I'm sharing him with everybody, but with the chair of our upcoming conference, Sporty King, who's been doing an amazing, amazing job pulling all of this together. So Sporty, I just wanted to talk with you for a moment so that you could give us an idea of your vision for the upcoming conference, as well as what you're most looking forward to.
Well, you know what? I'm going to hate for it to end because I'm so enjoying working with you, Heidi. I love it how you're just the co-chair. Yeah, you are just such a co-chair. And you know, the funny thing is sometimes people say, well, Sporty, where are you going with that? Everything connects. And I think that the teamwork that we've had is part of the joy of this conference. We've got a lot of people volunteering, doing a great job of adding their talents and their time toward making this successful conference, which is, by the way, our 30th anniversary of AATH. It's not our 30th conference. Right. It's our 30th anniversary of AATH. And so we're really looking to have a great celebration, but great in terms of the content that we'll get from the sessions. We've got 38 sessions for people, and then also the networking and just the glue that I like to talk about. Glue, the thing that things that bring us together. We'll be having a lot of fun sharing that.
So tell us a little bit about the theme for the conference, which I believe is the purpose and power of play.
Right, and in front of that, yeah.
I didn't even have that written down.
and it is funny, Heidi, and people who are watching, because that's just the thing. Everybody has, as much as we like to use December to say we're going to get all this stuff, once we get to January and we get revved up again, our brain is still back in 2016, Yeah. We think oh yeah, I'm ready, here I go, and it's like, what was that? Yeah. So, but humor, the power and purpose of play, is what the vision is that over the years, again going back to the 30th anniversary, over the years, one of the things that AATH has always sought to express is the legitimacy of humor research. Right. It's actually in our name, applied and therapeutic humor. And so we try to make sure that there's a distinction between humor and jokes, for instance. Sometimes people think that, oh, laughing is just about jokes. First of all, laughter is not always an audible reaction.
Right.
You've even heard somebody say, I'm laughing on the inside, and that's a great thing. That's maybe kind of a meditation technique. But so we're looking at at how powerful humor itself is. It's hidden behind so many things in our society. It's hidden in the sports world, in politics, in corporate America, in social work, caregiving, military. Humor is hidden in all of those things and hid behind words such as attitude, positivity, depression. Even it's even in the words that give a negative connotation. But so I think that's one of the things our title really brings out, is the power in that humor has. And if we use it the right purpose, which our purpose is always for it to be uplifting, and therapeutic humor, that's helpful. So we want to really express that purpose in it. And then we also want to emphasize that play doesn't just mean similar to not just telling jokes. We're not just going to be running around playing, oh, hi, hey, hi. It's so important to re-energize. And that's, you hear that in your business life when you're talking about, brain power. So it's so important to re-energize and play. So play, of course, gets connected with re-energizing, but finding a way to do that. So what we've done is really put together a conference that is a combination of, I mentioned we've got 38 sessions. We've got 8 keynotes, 14 breakout sessions, what we call humor samplers, and then the actual other 10 are the level 2 Humor Academy participants who are going to talk about their research. But with all of that programming packed in, we still have built in time for play, just to have research, to do, not research, but recess, and networking, so that people can spend a little time in the hallways talking and rebuilding some relationships. We've got a great opening night planned with 2 very, really fun people. I'm not going to name everybody, by the way. So, but Sharon Fisher, what is her company? Is it Play It? What company? Is it Play It Again?
No, purpose is the word. I want to say play on purpose, but play with purpose. Play with purpose. Oh my gosh, Sharon, so sorry. And as you were talking, I was starting to think about all of these speakers that we have, and I was thinking about Sharon and how she mentioned in the beginning of a conference how important it is to have those deep connections with the people that you're with. And so for people who haven't been to an AATH conference or program before, I mean, that's one of the beautiful things that we have to offer, is that these are a bunch of people that want to get together and have a good time, but also take that seriously and use it to their advantage, whether it's networking or learning or, boosting brain power or whatever it might be. So yeah, I was just thinking about Sharon and the great session she's going to do, as well as we've done interviews with Alan Klein, a long-term member, Steve Wilson, who are both going to be speaking, Nick from the fun department, who has some amazing research on play and humor in business, and who was the other one? Oh, Peter Gray from Boston College, who had a wonderful conversation about play in the process of learning, especially with children, and how important that is. So what you're talking about is this session that's going to be content rich, but also very experiential, so that we can actually practice what we preach, which doesn't always happen in these types of programs.
Sure. And in fact, I think I like how one of my lines I like to use with people is I don't practice what I preach what I practice. Yeah. And I think it gives us that opportunity to do that, to both practice what we preach, and then in turn we get to preach what we practice, because the key is to be able to share that, to share that power and purpose and help other people play. It's not about us, which is a wonderful thing about this organization. It's not about just us playing among ourselves, but us learning better ways to help people play and take some of that, stress release, relieve some of that stress and, and just help them get through their lives. So, Well, anyway, but we apologize to Sharon, but what we do is we don't apologize. We emphasize our 2016 brain that
That's right. That's still playing catch up into this new year that just started so fast. That's absolutely right. So the lineup is incredible, and the opportunities are going to be great. We're in Orlando. We're right at the heart of Disney World, so we're going to have some fun experiences there and be able to walk to downtown Disney and enjoy what Orlando has to offer. So when you think about all of that, Sporty, I know you're excited about all of it, but what would you say is the thing that you're most looking forward to about our time together in Orlando?
Wow. Let me add one tidbit to opening night with Sharon, because we're also going to have a session on recess from Danny Donuts.
Ah, nice.
See, and so when I think of one of the things that I'm really looking forward to, it is Danny Donuts because just his name gets you. But he's going to be walking us through some exercises with experiential learning, and and he's got some wonderful props. And I don't mean props like give somebody their props. He's got some physical props that we're going to be using to get us up and moving, and we'll get to keep them as a souvenir. So you better get to that opening session. Yeah, we got free giveaways. Free always works. So, but that, and then we've got a new thing that we're going to be introducing, and we're going to try to get an interview. In fact, we're going to need to get an interview with Jill Knox.
Oh, yes.
Because we want her to really get everybody who's coming a chance to understand and let her explain that we're going to have what we call a mural project. Mm-hmm. And Heidi, you've been, I know we're such a mutual admiration society, but you've been really instrumental in helping push us looking to do the social aspect of all the conferences. That's something we're trying to do in creating the AATH legacy. Yeah. And so Jill has come up with an idea, something that she volunteers with. It's called Murals Without Walls. I hope that's the name of it, Jill.
It sounds good.
But we're going to be, the participants will have the option to participate in creating a mural that will, the mural that will talk about in pictures about the conference.
Wonderful.
And that mural then gets donated to the charity that creates them, and then she, in turn, presents them to deserving charities or fundraisers. See why we got to get Jill? Because she'll explain it well. But I want to just really encourage people. When you come, most of us are familiar with Barbara Grafstein's healing headbands, and if you've ever had a chance, we won't be having Barbara do the headbands this conference, but she's done it in the past, and that was one of the things that I really like. So it's funny when you ask, what are you most looking forward to? You can almost not think of what you're most looking forward to, because after you do it, then you're like, oh, that was cool. But Barbara's headbands, it's an artistic expression that you get to do that you didn't know that you would be able to do. Right. And so just from experiencing that, it has helped me visualize what's going to happen with the mural. Because if someone would say, "Oh, Sporty, you're a great artist," I would say, "Not," But come and then plan to participate and just put your little your dot on the mural. And I think that's going to be one of the highlights, because it'll be something. We'll have it in the hallway, and it'll be something that people will constantly see. It's going to be a great reminder. It's going to be a great addition to our legacy. And again, it's also a part of the recess that we're building in to our sessions and to our entire conference, so that people can, you might be able to sit and have a real good conversation with someone while you're painting.
Yeah. Well, I love what you just said, and I think that's a great way to summarize the experience, which is come and make your mark on this amazing organization that is really heart-based. And I think my big push for doing outreach with AATH is based on my own experience the very first year here in San Diego, when I saw the therapeutic clowns going out into the streets and going into hospitals. And I was a little creeped out by it at first, I'll be honest. No, it was wonderful. And even though that may not be my expression of applied humor, I'm one of those that laughs on the inside. And even at that same conference, not only were there these therapeutic clowns, but there was also the America's Favorite Laughter competition. But there was all of these unique ways to utilize humor. And so it really opened my mind up to how important it is, how powerful it can be, and how we can use it to serve others. So I think wherever you are, if you're watching this and you haven't been involved before and you're wondering about Danny Donut's props or, being artistic enough to be on the mural, I can tell you that we love everybody for who they are and how they show up. And we want to really encourage you to get involved with an organization organization that is research-based, that, does have that scientific foundation, but also really preaches what they practice. I love that, Sporty. With opportunities like the mural and healing headbands and many more to come to use that in practical ways.
Well, and also add to that, we are approved for CE credits.
Yes.
CEU and CEU. So we've got 22 if you take Humor Academy and the conference. And then we've got 16, the Humor Academy. And again, you can go to our site, go to our Facebook page or whatever, and find out what I'm talking about in terms of our Humor Academy. So there's so many facets. But for if you attend just the conference, then we've got 16 credits available. So,
wonderful. And I'll also post the very short video that we did with Melissa Mork, who's one of the advisors for Humor Academy, that shares a little bit more so that people get more information on that as well.
Oh, okay, cool. And then by the way, let me just look at a couple of things. So with our 30th anniversary, we will also be celebrating our past presidents.
That's right. That's a big deal.
Yeah, and so our banquet on Saturday night will be called the President's Ball.
Oh,
and
right.
The President's Ball. And guess what? Okay, we do get to laugh. But ball is BALL, and it's the basic.
Oh, here it comes. I knew we couldn't get in the interview without an acronym. Come on, this better be good.
Basic attire for lounging and laughing.
Okay, a new spin on the word ball. I was just trying to figure out what formal wear I was going to bring, so you just put me at ease.
Right. So you can dress however you feel. Whatever is your basic attire for lounging and laughing, or laughing and lounging, and then we'll just have a great time.
I'm guessing there will be plenty of tiaras involved in that celebration.
and you can also not just guess, but bet that I won't be wearing one.
We'll see about that. That's wonderful. Well, it'll be a great celebration. Are there any other things that you want to mention for people, maybe where to get more information?
Sure, yeah. We want to get more information at our site, AATH.org. Also, if you're a member, by the way, and you're an author, we are also carving out a space for authors' book signing for AATH members at author. So we'll be able to get that information to you, but you're going to be contacted and speaking to Linda McNeil about making that happen. But again, you can, through the website, you can get in touch with me and I'll get you with the right committee member. Like I said, we've got wonderful people working on this committee. Some who've been doing it for years, know what they're doing. And then joyfully, we've got a lot of new AATH members on the committee. So, you don't have to have been with the organization for years to volunteer. We like the people who just jumped in. Lenny Hines is one of them, it's one of the names that comes up to mind. Debbie Derflinger and Debbie Price. We've got a wonderful. And then I got to just put Deb Joy Hart in there because I got a lot of Debs.
Yeah,
so
yes, you do.
My 3 Debs, I had to get them in. But again, AATH.org, and you'll be able to find out everything you need to know and get connected to the people that you want to connect to.
Yeah, and I'll just share as well, it is a wonderful way to get involved by serving in leadership in any capacity that you have. And a lot of organizations, it's hard to do that. It's hard to break through, some of the politics of an organization. But this is one that truly sees the skills of the people who are involved, even just beginning. So we get many people starting in Humor Academy the first year, and they jump right into leadership roles. And we love all of the energy that they bring. So if you're new to the group, again, just want to invite you to come to the conference and get involved, find out more about Humor Academy if you're interested. And Sporty, how about, do you just have one kind of random acronym that you just feel led to share with us for today? Maybe a little tip?
Sure. First of all, in case this gets played before February, our
pretty good chance.
Our early mouse discount for registration is available through January 31st.
Great.
Yeah, not the early bird, but the early mouse. We keep it in theme. And meanwhile, I would say, because today what's been on my mind has been the word fun. And for me, fun is FUN. Friends understand needs. Friends understand needs. Recognizing that you're not in this world alone and you can't do it alone. You have to get people involved, and you have to get involved with people. And that's what's going to make you have fun. So, I always say that when we pick our friends, it's similar to picking our messengers. You know, we hear the same messages over and over again. It's not until our messenger delivers it that we get it. So let's find our messengers, and let's recognize that we are the messengers, and we have fun being messengers at AATH. That's why I joined this organization after actually years ago, where I was I was a closing keynote speaker. And when I finished closing, I joined, because the atmosphere, as you mentioned, you know, whether you're new or a returning member, the atmosphere is wonderful. So come on out and have some fun with us, but have some fun with yourself, because you deserve to be a wonderful friend, and we understand that we all need one another.
That's right. Well, I love you, Sporty. And, you know, I had no intention of serving on this co-chair deal until you signed up. And I said, I want to support him. Now, things have changed a little bit since that initial volunteering with regards to what happens next year. But I'm delighted to be on this journey with you, and so excited to hopefully see all of you and meet some new faces in Orlando in April. So please check us out. Check out AATH.org, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, we will.
Bye-bye.